Yeah, there's a lot of information out there in the age of information of the internet, and a lot of misinformation. Naturally, as we live on a daily basis here and find out via different news cycles. One of the biggest issues that we see in this industry is homeowners getting pressured to repair simple repairs of their concrete foundations and block foundations as well by going to the maximum level of repair. And that would involve structural reinforcement via piering or helical piers. So what are these? These are basically jacks or pistons that get driven down to either a stable soil or down to bedrock, depending on what comes first. And it gets underneath the house and it lifts the house. And where the intention of these things, as they are industry accepted, and they're used from large commercial buildings all the way down to the small little homes, including installing for decks. And the intention for these things is to stabilize a foundation that has become an issue with regard to the soil and the capacity for the soil to actually hold up the home. The most common area where we see it, and by common I mean less than 1 in 500, is the old neighborhoods where they used, when they clear cut a forest, and they took all of the stumps and they threw them into one lot, buried them, and then over time that lot starts to sink because all the wood below ground is rotting. That's the most classic case of it. Typically homes built between 1970 and 1990 are kind of the where that ends up. In those cases where the house actually physically drops, usually several inches, is where you actually need to get under the house and lift it. And that doesn't mean that every single foundation crack is a result of that. Most cracks that we see are a result of settling. And so while it's settling small amount, meaning the same thing as settling a large amount. The reality is that when we compact the soils and install the foundation on these homes, whether it was done in 1940 or it was done in 2025, that ground is going to settle ever so slightly, no matter what we do to it, no matter how well we prepare it, as the weight of the house increases during the building process. So we have the footer spreads that weight out. There's supposed to be gravel and compaction below that. But as with every home and every project, there's variabilities, whether it's weather, whether it's unknown soil conditions, or unforeseen soil conditions as they start the build process. So as that weight settles into the home, there's a little crack that develops just because there's too much rigidity in the foundation. And that's what we see in just about every home in New England. They'd be hard pressed to go through most foundations and see no cracks, and that is all due to the settling. So the question we always ask is, well, what does this settling crack look like? Is there deflection where one side's pushed out or it's really separated this way? How does the structure look? How does the roof line look? And then the big question is, well, how long has this been like this? And in most cases, the settling occurs very early on in the construction, and it sits at natural level, and the house sits there forever. And then what happens with the foundation repair and why you would need it is that the freeze-thaw damage through winter cycles is what actually causes this to get worse. So when we look at doing groundwork and doing helical piers, it's when that foundation crack that developed early on is totally unsupported and it's really just falling away from the house. And this is a very rare occurrence, and the project prices can be $50, $60, $70, $100,000 to repair these foundation issues. And the reality is that's a very small percentage of homes that are needed. Most of these foundation cracks would involve either an epoxy or a urethane type of material that goes in there. We can use reinforcing materials like rebar and structural carbon fiber to help stabilize the foundation wall and really keep the costs at a minimum with industry accepted and international industry accepted repair techniques. Concrete is the most widely used material on Earth, man-made material on Earth, and it is very well studied, very well understood, and there are organizations specifically there to provide guidance on proper repairs. And while helical piers have a place, the place is not on for a normal foundation crack or simple settling issue. So don't let somebody come in to tell you that this is a very important thing that only has to be done this way, and that if you don't do it now, your house is going to fall into oblivion. The reality is that most issues are very simple repairs, something that we can do within a day period, and not something that you're going to have to take out a home equity line to pay for. So, be scrutinous of all this conversation that's out there. Find a trusted resource, whether it's us or whether it's someone else, and make sure that you're doing the right repair for the right type of issue. Most of these issues are not needing to be tens of thousands of dollars. Usually these are issues that are well underneath that, and something that should be warrantable if that gives you any sort of peace of mind. So don't be duped by the area where we need to do a lot of groundwork and piering. This is something that usually can be done internally to the concrete and done in and out in less than